Y'all know what time it is. Y'all don't know, y'all better ask somebody. Hat on, suit on, looking like a dapper dawn, giving them all dressed like $1,000,000, diamond things in its cuffs. Y'all tell me who could it be but Steve Harvey? Oh, yeah. Everybody out there listening to me, put your hands together for Steve Harvey. Put your hands together. Steve Harvey, oh, listen, Steve Harvey, why don't you join me? Yeah. Steve Harvey, get him on, y'all. Better give me some eggs while I listen to Steve Harvey. Yeah, join in with me. If you're with me, help me say, turn your radio on. You gotta turn it on. Yeah, turn it on. Steve Harvey in the morning, y'all. So y'all can hear me on. Turn it up. Steve Harvey in the morning, y'all. Yeah. Turn your radio on. You gotta turn your radio on. Turn your radio on. You gotta turn it on. Turn them up, Steve Harvey got to turn them out. Got to turn them up, Steve Harvey turn them on to the morning, y'all. Come on, Steve. Come on, do your thing, Big Daddy.
I sure will. Good morning, everybody. You are listening to The Voice. Come on, dig me now. One and only. Steve Harvey. Man, got a radio show. Yeah, I do. Man, God been so good to me over the years, in spite of all the mistakes I've made, in spite of all the dirt I've done to myself. I'm talking about went in knowing I was wrong. His grace and mercy has forgiven me for all of my sins, all of them. God can forgive you of all of your sins. Everything you've done, God can forgive you. He can wipe your slate clean. Now you might have some things you got to deal with because of some of your actions. Understand that. But you can wipe your slate clean with God and start again. You can repent. God has mercy and grace. You can be forgiven by God. Now, people, that's another story. Some people may never forgive you for it. You've hurt them, or maybe they accusing you of doing something else, but, they may never forgive you. But God is in the redemption business, man. God will forgive you for every sin you've ever committed. But you got to want forgiveness now. And then you got to come correct. Because what you can't do is you can't shoot him to crap now. You can say that conversation with him. Whatever you told your lawyer, whatever you told the victims, whatever the story is you got going, if it ain't the truth, you can say that with God. Because please know he know. And he know your heart. He know if you trying to manipulate somebody just for the system, if you trying to say this just so you can get out, he know all of that. So if you planning on shucking him and jiving him, save your breath before you wind up digging yourself in a deeper hole. Just let me give you that piece of advice, because he ain't nothing to play with. He's too great to be played with. And so with that in mind, I want to share some positive stuff with you this morning, man. I want to say this. I want to remind you not to let your circumstance and your situations dictate your future or your results. I'm going to say this again. This is important information, man. Don't let your circumstance and situations dictate your future or your results. Do you know that in order to get a different future or some different results, you control that entire situation? It is you. It is your thoughts that control the entire situation. It is how you look at the situation that will determine how the situation is for you. See, the same situation can be totally different for two different people. Because you can say, you look at the examples of history, just look in your neighborhood. How can, there was a book that a guy wrote one time who had the name, he had a name, and he did some research, and he found a guy that grew up at the same age in the same neighborhood as him with the exact same name. He went on to become a corporate CEO. The other man was an inmate. And they had the same name, grew up in the same neighborhood. They were both brothers, I'm just saying brothers, men. And they grew, and they went two different, because how can two people, the same situation, and the results turn out so different? It is because of the thought process of one was completely different from the thought process of the other. You control it. You don't have to let your circumstances and your situations dictate your future or your results. Here's the way it works. This is so you can understand this. Your mind is the controlling factor of your thoughts. Your thoughts are the controlling factor of your outcome. The Bible says, a man is as he thinketh. Please don't short play this scripture here, because this one is the real deal. This is the basis of every self-improvement book you'll ever read. It's already written in the Bible. The Bible has all the information you need, but in case you need a little bit of clarity and some simple modern-day language, then they have self-improvement books. They are all based on biblical scripture. A man is as he thinketh. That's why Norman Vincent Peale wrote the book, The Power of Positive Thinking. That's why a book came out called The Magic of Thinking Big. That's why a book came out called Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. All these titles that I've read that have mattered in my life the most, these three major books that I've read, they all say one thing: thinking, thoughts, because that's what controls the outcome. Your brain works one of two ways. It works positive or negative. It works good, which is under the column of positive, or it'll work evil, which is under the column of negative. It will have faith, which is under the column of positive, or you will operate in fear, which is in the column of negative. That is the only way your mind works. Your mind is a factory that's comprised of workers. Those workers are controlled by two foremans, foreman positive and foreman negative. But guess what? The CEO of the company, the head man, the boss, is you. You come to work in the morning and you say, man, today is a great day. I'm going to take steps towards brightening my future. I'm going to take another step into making that dream come true that I've been thinking about. I'm going to take another step forward in the development and the changing of my life in a positive, good direction. If you come to work and say that every day as the CEO, the boss, the foremen can only obey you. So that what you just said was a series of positive statements. Then foreman positive steps to the forefront. He said, I got you, boss, right away. He turns around, he blows the whistle. He alerts all the workers in the factory. Today is a good day. Today we will take steps towards our future. Today we are putting ourselves on track to get a little bit closer to making our dreams come true. Today we will be assembling all the things we need to make our dreams come true and our life better in the right direction. Everybody, break. The workers in the factory turn around and manufacture thoughts to justify the orders given by the boss, which is you. You are the CEO of your corporation. If you don't own nothing else, you own everything that's going on between your two ears. You are the CEO of that corporation. If that corporation is a good one, it's because you set it up that way. If your corporation is a bad one, it's because you set it up that day. If you pushing towards your dreams and you see the possibility of things happening in your life, it's because you as the CEO set it up that way. If you ain't got nothing popping, if you just want to be a criminal, taking stuff from people, throwing your life out the window, you're going to be an inmate, you're going to be sitting up there and you're going to be mad at everybody. You ain't got nobody to be mad at but you. You understand what I'm telling you this morning? This is the way it is. The Bible says, a man is as he thinketh. You are the CEO of a corporation. You can make it happen good, or you can make it happen evil. You can make it happen positive, or you can make it happen negative. You can live a life filled with faith, or you can live your life in fear. You have to make the decision this morning. But you can turn your corporation around today. All you got to do is start today. Change the way you think. A man is as he thinketh, man. God wants you to know that, because God wants you to put positive thoughts in your mind, because God wants you to do better, be better, have more, and be more. God loves you, man, and there is not a whole lot you can do about that. God gonna love you if you do dirt. God gonna love you if you do good. Might as well do good and see what God can bless you with, man. How about that this morning, y'all?
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? This is the Steve Harvey Morning Show, and we're joined by Shirley.
Hello,
Last
Steve.
name Strawberry.
Hello, Steve.
Come on, record girl.
My first one was better.
No. Hold on. You think that was bad? Watch this. And then there's Junior.
Hey.
Oh, we should start a group. Oh,
I want to be a Joe.
and I'm the only girl. Oh, yeah. Gladys Knight in the Pit.
And the only one left is J. Anthony Brown.
Thank you so much, Steve.
You can kind of sing. Yeah.
The other soul man on the show.
Okay.
Yeah. So glad Tommy ain't here. Yeah. He'd have tried not to do it.
Tommy and Carla.
Yeah.
They're off today.
This Tommy. Big doggy dog.
Yeah. Top of the morning
Top
to
of the
y'all.
morning.
Top of the
Man, get
morning,
in here.
everybody.
Get in here with us.
I'm on the way. Hey, what's up, y'all? How y'all doing?
Hey, good. How
Oh,
are
wait a
you,
minute, Unc, we
Steve?
didn't ask you, Unc. How you doing, Unc?
Dog,
Morning,
Dog,
Unc.
I'm swell, baby. Swell. Had a cool weekend.
Yeah, you sound good. Did you get some rest?
Yeah. I got some rest. Took care of some business Friday,
Uh-huh.
but I got some rest and got to do some more things and just keep just keep the ball going.
Yeah.
Got a lot of balls in the air juggling.
Yeah, man.
All
Yeah,
right.
you did.
So just keeping up, understanding what God has for me, learning more and more about it, and I'm just excited.
I know. It's an exciting time. It really is. I mean, always
It's a great
to me.
time
Great
to
time.
be here.
Boy,
Yeah,
if
at
you
the-
ain't
It really
God's
is,
At the
favorite,
man.
beginning.
It
if
really
you
is,
ain't
man.
God's favorite. Love your way.
No,
you know,
now
man,
you sound like
Thank
Tommy.
you.
But I claim him though.
I know
That's right. And give him the glory. That's right.
I claim greatness for 2019.
Expect it.
Even if something goes wrong,
Yeah, that's life.
it's gonna be okay anyway. That's just life, man. Life comes up, it just pops and just snaps up there. And
Life
Yeah.
is what happens when you got other stuff playing. That's life.
yeah. Hey, Jay, you can say that again. Life is when other stuff happens when you got stuff playing. Yeah, it just pop up, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm proud of you about, Unc, though? I ain't gonna
What's
lie.
that?
After every one of your TV shows, you tell them people how you got there. And I be hearing people talking, they don't really appreciate, because you finna go, and they call it church. He about to have church. But you tell them after every single show.
That's a
I
promise
But
I
I was
made to
just going to
God.
say, didn't you make that promise? to him?
I told God when I was homeless, I said, if you let me make it when I get there, I'm going to tell everybody it was you.
All right. Well,
Get it, man.
coming up at 32 after the hour, we're going to find out how everyone's weekend was. And, of course, we're going to talk about what happened in the news over the weekend. Man, when we left out of here
Wow.
Friday, man.
I read a story.
It exploded, didn't it? All right. All that's coming up at 32 after the hour, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, guys. President Trump says Republicans and Democrats have reached a short-term deal
Held
to
indeed.
end the government shutdown. Okay, that happened on Friday. This was they're working on a 3-week spending bill that will allow 400,000 employees to get back to work and 400,000 more to collect pay for work they've been doing without paychecks. Wow. I mean, we got to commend them. I mean, people that were coming in, religiously, diligently doing their jobs without pay and not knowing when their next paycheck was going to come. So they have 3 weeks to work out a deal, and if it's not done by February 15th, they're saying, Steve, that there will be another shutdown.
He can't do that.
He cannot.
He might as well throw his presidency out the window. It ain't worth nothing as it is, but you can go on and take this and throw it out the window if you do this to these people again.
Yeah, you can't.
All you're saying is, I'm going to shut the government down and not pay 800,000 people if I don't get this money for this wall. Here's a problem with the number 800,000. It affects way more than 800,000. Mm-hmm. I've been looking at all these families that's the head of the household, these single mothers, these men that's working, the women that's working and their husband not working, the husbands is working and the women ain't working, and they got 3-4 kids.
Yep.
Well, guess who's affected by the shutdown? Them 3-4 kids and the other spouse that's not a government employee. Their whole family suffers. So it's way more than 800,000.
Yeah, and the people who have businesses that depend on government workers to patronize those businesses, those people are affected too, and they'll never get that money back. At least the government employees will get their retro pay.
Right.
But
the family suffered. The government, the national, I don't know the term they use, but how much?
Not to mention the Republicans in their areas who are running for office.
That's right.
Their constituents, they're suffering.
Yeah.
So he's not going to do this again.
Yeah.
I don't think he'll do it again.
No,
He'd be crazy.
It would be death. Now they talking about him claiming some type of national emergency.
National emergency. Yeah.
Whatever that. I don't even know what that is.
But there is no national emergency.
No, it's not just for the wall.
But guess
There's
what?
no
He'll be
national
taking money
emergency.
from other places that need it, to fund this wall that we don't need.
But here's
And
the
then
deal.
he has to take money from the military to send them down there to for this wall when you still got Puerto Rico and all these other places that were devastated by storms and getting no assistance.
Exactly.
It's like stupid.
And it's so devastating because it's not going to cure the problem. And if he does claim national emergency, we have no say so or vote.
Right.
He done went into foreign policy, and now we don't vote on foreign policy. He just got come national emergency. We can't say no, we don't want that. He can just do it.
I think there's a time limit though on when you can claim as a national emergency.
Well, he can
something.
claim the national emergency, but they will challenge it in court.
Yeah, and
they just don't give it to him. He has to prove it.
Yeah, it definitely has to go through Congress and all that. But I thought there was a time limit or something. It could,
The only wall he got was Nancy Pelosi when she told him no. That's the wall he got, a brick wall.
Man.
And
Don't
what
come
about
down here.
What about the president's friend, former advisor or current advisor, Roger Stone? That was a major story too. He is now the 6th Donald Trump advisor to be arrested and indicted on charges in the Robert Mueller investigation. The 6th one.
He drained the swamp.
Yeah.
He brought all new creatures in it.
He did.
I mean, man, how all your friends go
All
to jail?
of them.
All the president's men. Remember that book?
Dog, you didn't have enough sense to get away from these people before you ran.
Man.
I know.
No, you not only stayed with them, you brought them with you.
Yeah.
Brought him with you, man.
And let me tell you
don't know-
something, man. The one common denominator in all of them going to jail, they all know Donald Trump.
Yeah.
If I had
thought you were gonna
6
say
friends
Russia.
that was going to jail, man, please.
Imagine if 6
You-
of us went to jail, all of us
You
went
would
to
be,
jail.
you would be
You don't
going
think they'd be
too.
looking at me crazy?
Yeah, the only reason he's not going is because he's currently in office, right? He's currently running the country.
Did anybody see the video of the FBI going to Roger Stone's house?
Yeah.
Don't nobody knock on your
Let me
door
tell
at
you
the
something.
FBI.
Yeah.
FBI
Nobody.
don't never knock on your door at 12:30
Hey, man, let me tell you
p.m.
something.
But
They don't come by about lunchtime. They don't never do
Hey,
evening.
man,
But they didn't want to alert him, so he would
But
throw
listen,
documents or
the
whatever away.
Conservative Party has been on Rush Limbaugh. I watched this dude. I used to like Geraldo Rivera. I don't know what happened to him. Geraldo Rivera, Rush Limbaugh, Fox. Did you see the unnecessary SWAT team and automatic weapons? It's the most bogus display of barging in on a man's home of that stature. Excuse me, that's how the FBI come to your damn house.
Imagine if he
to all
was
black
black.
people's house like that.
Imagine if he was black, right?
At least he got to come out.
Yeah. They come to black people's house if it's just
Put a
local
shirt-
police.
He got to put a shirt
He got
on.
to put a shirt on. He was not in a wife beater.
Yeah.
Dog, that's how they come to your house. Take this shock-ass look off your face, because that's how the FBI come to your damn house. He had on shoes. Black people come out ain't got no shoes on.
Right. That's so true. No wigs.
Hey, comb.
No wigs.
You ain't got nothing, man. Just get in here.
Welcome to our world.
Yeah.
Bruh.
That's how they did.
So
They tried to make a deal out of that, how unnecessary it was. Then he come talking about, they could have called me and I'd have came out.
FBI don't call.
I would have too.
Yeah.
Hey, they picked me up at my house before.
he was in.
1983, I got picked up at the house.
No, you did, though.
Ain't nobody called.
Okay, do you
Ain't
really
nobody
want
called. They come to the house.
to? You really want to talk
It's
about
over.
that?
It's over.
Oh, since it was in the 80s, okay.
And what they gonna do? They came to the house. I was cleaning
me up after
carpet,
the show.
and the FBI broke in because the dude.
All right, we
that-
gotta go. We gotta go, guys. Coming up next, Reverend Motown Deacon Adnoid are here with church complaints. Reverend Adnoid. They're here with church complaints right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour, guys, Miss Ann will be here with the latest on the government being back in business. And in entertainment news, we'll tell you which one of your favorite rappers just announced he will have a 4-minute Super Bowl commercial. Okay. Plus, Steve Harvey has something major to tell you about. But right now, it is Monday. Reverend Motown is joined by the very special Reverend Adnoid. Yeah, which means it's time for church complaints. Deacon Jeff Dan is off today.
We know your place. We are here to do church complaints. My deacon is absenteeism today due to a fraudulent excuse that we'll deal with some other time. In his place is the heavy breathing, asthmatic, diabetic, pathetic Reverend Adnoid.
CPAP
Reverend,
wearing. CPAP
say it again.
CPAP wearing. CPAP wearing.
CPAP wearing Reverend Adnoid. Go ahead, Ad.
Good morning, everybody. It's not nice to start a morning without saying good morning, everybody. These are today's church announcements. Good morning, Shirley.
Did you blow your nose?
It is blown. It's been blown.
oh.
It's been blown already. It's clear.
Sorry, my bad.
As clear as it's going to get.
Okay.
Good morning, Junior. Good morning to you. I want to speak to you.
Morning,
Good
Reverend
morning.
Adnoid.
Sometime today, Adnoid.
The people who wear way too much camouflage but they don't hunt will meet in meeting room 5.
At all.
They don't hunt at all.
They don't hunt at all.
But they got on all the camouflage.
Coat, pants,
Yeah.
jacket, shoes.
So these are not going to be complaints. These is
No,
announcements.
These are announcements. I don't have complaints, no.
Well, then I'll have to join in with
Join in.
announcements.
Join in.
We're having a GoFundMe page to buy hats for Sister Perkins' nephew, that Waterhead boy.
Don't find in the front.
We got to get him some hats. So I
You gotta
want
get
to make
hats.
y'all the GoFundMe page is called Heads Up.
Heads up.
Go ahead, Ad.
Okay. If you'd like to join the One Shiny Gold Tooth Fellowship, please see Deacon Roy right after service. You must have one shiny gold tooth
At least
to be a
one.
member of this organization.
That's good.
That's like
Also, the building fund has been
Yes.
blessed by Sister Pearline, who is making prayer caps for women out of my handkerchiefs after the service.
What? What?
So you get some sweat off the man of God and a little head covering.
I'm glad you brought that up because this goes right into the next announcement. The people with tiny hands, very tiny hands, are complaining that the usher gloves don't fit. So what we're trying to do is have them taken up on the side so that they will fit. The tiny hand people can use 3 fingers. Normally it's 5 fingers in there, but since their hands are so tiny,
They can fit 3.
they can only get 3 fingers. Go right ahead.
That's a good one. Now also, the new male quartet that's being formed. No one wants to have an edge, so we're looking for 4 singers whose hairline starts back at their ear.
That's a good one.
They want to call themselves the WBGS. That's the Way Back Gospel Singer.
Your hairline must be back behind your ear. It must be.
You see these men. That's
Way
what
back gospel singer. Yeah.
If your hairline is in front of your ear, you cannot join.
There ain't no way.
Ain't no way.
Ain't no way.
Because when they do their moves and they turn around to the back, they want to all look uniform. And when they come back around, you go,
Synchronized.
yeah.
Come on.
Here we go. Are you ready?
Yeah.
The ladies who would like to participate in the 1K Capri Walk for Jesus will meet in meeting room 5.
The 1K complete walk.
Go ahead.
Meeting room 5.
Also, we're having, for the new year, along with Reverend Adnoid, the 1K pre-K walkers. We were expecting all of the swim walkers come to the YWCA. Knowing that they can't swim, they actually walks around the pool.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that. Yeah.
And they call swim walkers.
Swim walkers.
Yeah.
You must have a one-piece bathing suit to join this group. We will not.
The only way it looked like it ain't a one piece, Sister Earlene's toe last week. Whole stomach was out through everybody.
Oh, hers.
Go ahead.
Poor.
Adnoid.
We're looking for a female that looks like Faison Love, and if you know anyone who has the
I'm
resemblance,
I'm sorry.
please see.
It ain't but 2.
Please see. If you know of anyone who looks like a female who looks like Faison Love, she must smoke cigars. Anyway, see. Go right ahead.
Also, to raise money for the building fund, we're having a fat food contest.
What?
And a fat food contest. We want to thank Sister Carlene, who bought in crackling to kick it off. She bought a 25-pound bag of crackers to kick it off. Dave don't know what that is, so he just hollering out time signals.
Okay, are you ready? I'll have another one.
Go ahead.
The pigeon-toed Chicago Steppers will meet in meeting room 5 right after service.
It needs touching their feet face each other.
And before we close, 30s, let me close this out with the Reform Pimp group for pimps who are trying to quit pimping.
Pimps no more.
Yeah, pimps no more, but like to wear their suits to church. We meeting with y'all to try to talk to y'all, but y'all gonna have to stop talking to your choir members.
All right. On that note,
I couldn't pull that one together.
Yeah. Coming up at the top of the hour, entertainment news and an update on national news with Miss Ann Tripp, who is back from vacation right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Well, you know, guys, we all love commercials at the Super Bowl, and we will definitely be highlighting our favorite ones on the Monday after the big game. But guess who's the latest to announce his commercial during the Super Bowl? Just guess.
I don't know.
First, it was Chainz the Rapper, then Cardi B and Lil Jon, and now 2 Chainz. That's right.
2 Chainz has got a commercial.
2 Chainz, is the latest artist to lend his star power to the Super Bowl. He is doing a commercial for Expensify. This is the 30-second version of the commercial. It's going to feature a new song called Expensify. Expensify This by 2 Chainz. The extended 4-minute version of the spot has tons of eye-popping stunts in it, and we can't wait. But we also cannot await, Mr. Harvey, sir, for your big announcement. Do you need a drum roll? You want a drum roll right here?
What announcement you talking about? Shit?
The big one,
You know the big one. Steve, I'm going to whisper it to you. Sand and Soul.
Girl! Ladies and gentlemen, please prepare yourself for one of the great events. It's on sale now. I'm running a special. I'm calling it to We Just Got Back to Work from the Shutdown sale.
Oh, yes, I love it.
I've extended the $99 down payment to reserve your room at Sand and Soul. It has been extended. You can get your rooms for $99 down payment. Listen to me careful. Down payment. Ain't nobody said nothing about the rooms gonna be $99. I said the damn down payment. No, Steve said no, he didn't. I've extended the down payment because of the shutdown. So I've extended all the way to the 15 more days that we may have to go back into the shutdown. But know this, Sand and Soul was a huge success. It was sold out, but we had 2 hotels. This time, everybody, we've expanded it. We are taking over completely the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino in Punta Cana, Dominican Republic, for 5 incredible days of nonstop fun. Mark your calendars now for October 10th through the 14th. That's Columbus Day weekend. Here's what some of the stuff you're going to be doing during your stay. It's all inclusive, everybody. Once you pay, all your food, all your alcohol, 24-hour room service is included. Jacuzzis and balconies in every room. 13 pools, 11 restaurants, 23 bars and lounges, unlimited resorts credits, and the largest casino in the Caribbean. I hit last time I was there. If that wasn't there, welcome to the paradise with Genuine that's going to be performing live. We got Showtime at the Apollo. We got the Beauty Bar hosted by my girl Marjorie. Party by the Day, Sea Cruise, Tears of Joy Comedy Show, Act Like a Cess Masterclass, Dougie Fresh, Cognac and Cigars, Casino Royal Party, Red Light District with Anthony Hamilton. You understand? Red attire suggested. Wow. And concert after party. Kid Capri. Y'all, come on. Y'all go down there. Go down to SteveHarveySandandSoul.com. SteveHarveySandandSoul.com. Or 1-800-684-2825. 1-800-684-2825. And tell them that Uncle Steve sent you.
Steve, I cannot wait for Sand and Soul. Woo!
Sand and Soul,
yes.
baby.
Jay,
right.
you ought to come this year, man.
I'm going to do it.
No, you ain't.
That didn't sound convincing at all, did it? All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Ann Tripp. He lies so damn.
Oh, no.
800,000 federal workers are beginning to report to work today after the 35-day partial government shutdown, which was the longest, by the way, in U.S. history, 35 days. A deal to reopen the government while negotiating continues in the Congress on Trump's proposed border wall. He announced it on Friday. However, he warned it's only temporary.
We have reached a deal to end the shutdown and reopen the federal government. for 3 weeks until February 15th.
That's right. 3 weeks. Trump ended the shutdown after airports all over the country started racking up massive delays because a number of both TSA agents and air traffic controls began calling in sick. Meanwhile, Democratic Congresswoman Donna Shalala tells NPR that she's hopeful about the renewed negotiations because she says the president has misrepresented her party's position.
We have never said that a comprehensive border security system wouldn't include some fencing, but technology and personnel, as well as respecting the amnesty laws of the United States, are extremely important, as well as strengthening the ports of entry, which is where the drugs come into this country.
In fact, Border Control agents say that the largest single group ever, get this, 376 migrants simply tunneled their way under the existing border wall in Arizona earlier this month to gain entry into the U.S. Trump confidant Roger Stone proclaiming his innocence after being indicted by special counsel Robert Mueller in connection with his Russian elections meddling probe. The charges include obstruction of justice, making false statements, and witness tampering. Roger Stone free on bond. He's worked as a political operative for prominent Republicans, including ex-presidents, since the 1970s. Prices have now gone up at the post office. You'll find out when you go there. As of yesterday, the price of a first-class Forever stamp from 50 to 55 cents. There are also higher charges to send flat rate boxes and envelopes and all that kind of stuff. It's the biggest overall hike in charges in the history of the Postal Service. They've been losing a lot of money. A lot of people don't use the post office anymore. They press send on their phone or whatever, and that's really been killing profits in the Postal Service. At last night's Screen Actors Guild Awards, Black Panther won for Best Cast. And, superhero movies never win anything, so this is really, really monumental. Also, Mahershala Ali, the actor, won Best Supporting Actor for the movie Green Book. Tops at the box office, Samuel Jackson's latest Glass, #1 for the second week, bringing in $19 million.
I've been waiting for the world to see that we exist. First name, Mr. Last name, Glass.
Glass made $40 million on its opening weekend. Again, $19 million this past weekend. Now back to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Well, Tom Brokaw is the latest to come out and make some pretty racist remarks. He had to quickly fix what he said and apologize by posting an apology on Twitter. He was on Meet the Press Sunday with a group, with a group of panelists discussing what it would take to unite the country at this point. Brokaw commented that one of the issues that's affecting the GOP these days, according to the people who confide in him, apparently, is that they're worried the U.S. is becoming flooded with Hispanic voters who, by and large, register as Democrats. He went on to say that conservatives have expressed fear of having brown grandbabies due to interracial couples. What?
He said that?
Out of his own mouth.
Yeah, he did. I heard him.
Out of his own mouth.
Listen to me. What he just said, he's telling you, okay, read his statement again, Shirley.
Okay, I'm going to read the complete statement. Excuse me, the complete statement.
He said he was discussing with GOP the fear
one of the issues that's affecting the GOP these days, according to the people who confide in him, apparently, is that they're worried the U.S. is becoming flooded with Hispanic voters who, by and large, register as Democrats. Okay, that's one thing. He went on to say that conservatives have expressed fear of having brown grandbabies due to interracial couples.
Now listen to me.
I'm not finished.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, he said, and if that were not offensive enough, okay, this is what else he said, that the Hispanic community should work harder at assimilating in this country, namely by speaking English and making everyone else comfortable.
Okay, that's the racial
part.
What? That's the racial part.
Yeah. Okay, I got it.
See, make everybody comfortable. I'm comfortable around Hispanics and Latinos. Yeah. I'm perfectly comfortable. Matter of fact, I'm cool than a fan. I ain't jumpy or nothing. See, but what he said in the beginning was very telling. The GOP that has confided in him, he letting you in on the country club banter.
Yep.
He's telling you what they saying around the water cooler when ain't nobody there. He's telling you what they saying at bridge night. That's what they saying. Where he got in trouble was Hispanics should work harder trying to assimilate.
Right.
It's kind of hard to assimilate when you ain't want it.
Uh-huh.
Well, you know.
Yeah. All right, we got to go. Coming up at 34 after the hour, J. Anthony Brown is here. He wants to do a little comedy roulette with the guys. What do you think about that, Steve? Let's do it, right?
Yeah.
Right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Jay, time for comedy roulette. Do you, boo?
Can I explain it? Can
Yes,
I take my time?
that's what do you, boo mean.
No, you take too damn long explaining it, then we ain't got time to do this segment. Hey, this
All
is
right,
comedy
we take
roulette. We're going to spin the
subjects, we
wheel,
put 'em on
and
the
we're going to
wheel,
decide which
and
one
we
we're going to
spun
do.
the wheel.
And we've
Where
already
the wheel
predetermined
stop,
what it is.
We do
Let's
the
go.
thing.
All right. Number 1, things you let stay in the fridge too long.
That's a
Number
good one.
Yeah, I like that one. Number 2, the TV show you can watch over and over and over. Number 3, the one dance you'd like for them to bring back. That one dance. And number 4, food you like to mix together that nobody else likes. Let's spin the wheel.
Spun it.
It stopped on number 4, food you like to mix together that no one else likes, guys.
Can I start it off?
Yeah, let's go.
You get yourself an egg, put it in a frying pan, crumble up some old cornbread, salt and pepper.
Shut up.
Oh my God, that is delicious.
What?
Delicious.
Eggs and
Don't nobody
cornbread.
want that.
What is that?
Don't nobody want that.
What you got, Junior? What you got?
No, you said cornbread, but I had that down too, like the night before, leftovers. Get some cornbread, then you
Okay.
make this morning for breakfast. Put them with them grits. The cornbread and grits is where it's at. Y'all missing that.
Yeah, I'm missing that.
No,
yeah.
y'all missing it. No, I'm
Well, I
telling you,
might
it's
as
great.
well follow y'all with this other trifling thing to do
What?
with cornbread. Cornbread and buttermilk.
Oh my goodness.
My mom.
Boy, you put some cornbread down
Cornbread.
in some buttermilk. Girl,
No, you're not.
right up there with that cornbread and them eggs and that cornbread and them damn grits.
I'd rather have cornbread and buttermilk.
You would rather have these grits and cornbread. Tell you, Shirley.
No.
Man, you
No.
take yourself some Van Camp pork and beans
Okay, got it.
and some chicken gravy and some rice. Put all that in a pan
Wow.
That's
together.
crazy.
Mix it up.
Oh,
With
God.
a
That's
little
crazy.
gravy on top of that. Oh my goodness. And sit down somewhere.
I have a weak stomach, Jay.
No,
I can't
that's
eat
crazy,
this stuff.
Jay.
Oh,
Who
my
want
God.
that?
All right, this is foods you like to mix together
Come
that
on,
no
kid.
one
That
else
I'll tell
nobody
you-
else like.
I tell you what I like to do. This is me, personally. I do this all the time.
What?
Mac and cheese and bacon. Ain't nobody with me? Ain't nobody with me.
Well, bacon makes
Make
everything
mac
better.
and cheese and the crunch and the crunch.
I can see that.
Oh, that's great. I'm kidding.
All right.
Okay, come
See
on,
what
Steve,
you got,
what?
man.
This is one that they lady used to bring to the house. I used to run. Lima beans with Spam in it.
Oh my God.
Yes, Lord.
I love me some lima.
Fannie Mae, Miss Fannie Mae.
I love it.
Lima beans with Spam in it. Big chunks of Spam, too.
That heavy.
All right. All right.
All
Here
right.
you go. This is probably why I'm a diabetic right now.
Food
You take
you like.
yourself some vanilla ice cream.
Oh, yeah.
Get you a big scoop of peanut butter and drop that up in there. Oh,
Don't nobody want that. Jay.
You
boy.
you lost me with the peanut butter.
boy.
Don't nobody like that, Jay.
I hate all of Jay's.
I'm telling you.
Foods you like to mix together that no one else likes. Go ahead, Kira.
Okay, I got a cousin. I can understand. This wasn't me.
Uh-huh.
I just saw it. They look different.
Okay.
But they took Swiss cheese and melted it on donuts. I don't know what that do. I swear to God, I don't know what that do. But baby, when he bit it, he was healthy.
Yeah.
The boy need to be checked. He need to be checked. He need to be checked.
Yeah. Yeah, you going to the hospital.
Now you go to the hospital, you can be checked.
One of my favorites. Oysters, gizzards, rolls, and eggnog. Every damn holiday.
Boy.
Fried oysters, gizzards, rolls, and eggnog. Shut up.
You mean like dinner
Home by
rolls?
yourself.
You mean
Damn
like butter
right.
rolls?
Miss Schubert's.
Oh,
Put them
okay.
in the oven, heat them. Girl.
Oysters, gizzards, what eggnog?
Rolls and eggnog.
And almost.
and cornbread.
And somebody crack a window, please.
And some Swiss cheese on top of that with a scoop of peanut butter. All right, thanks, guys.
Yeah.
It's time to switch gears now. We're going to have Junior step in for the nephew for the prank phone call right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour, guys, about 4 minutes after. It's my strawberry letter for today. Subject, I gave her life, but she can't have my man. But right now, Junior's in for the nephew for today's prank phone call. Tommy is out today. Junior, what do you have for us today?
You know, Shirley, you ever have
Come on, boy.
You ever thought about this, Shirley? See, sometimes you got to call people and play with them a lot and make them go on. See, this right here, this prank today is butt man. Yeah. see right there. Nah, don't worry about it. Y'all just need to listen to it. This butt man. Run it, cat.
Hello?
Hey, I'm trying to reach Vaughn, please.
This is Vaughn. Who is this?
Vaughn, this is Darius. Darius with Human Resources. How are you?
I'm doing fine. Can I help you?
Yeah, listen, we have an incident that has taken place at the job. What floor are you on, Vaughn?
I'm on floor 12.
Floor 12. All right. So, do you use the copy machine that often on that floor?
Not all the time, but I do use it every once in a while.
Okay. Every once in a while. So, here's what's going on. There's going to be some actions being taken place here pretty soon, some legal actions. And we're just clearing everybody. This is just a proper procedure that we're having to go through. So let me just kind of enlighten you on what's taking place. Someone on the 12th floor has copied their butt on a piece of paper in the copy machine. So someone actually sat up on the Xerox machine and copied their butt. Why someone would do that, I have no earthly idea. But what's happening now is everyone on your floor is going to have to come in and show their butt. So we're scheduling this now. I'm thinking Friday at 11 a.m. Would that be suitable for you to come?
Y'all talking about y'all want me to come up there and show my because somebody, I'm a grown man. Okay, I'm a grown man. I ain't do that.
Okay, you know what? I believe you. I believe you wholeheartedly, Vaughn. But just to clear your name, we have to, I hate to say it, clear your butt as well. So we want to make sure, we're going to find out whose butt this is on the piece of paper that did this. We're going to find out.
You're going to find out whose cheeks those are, and you're going to find out real quick they're not mine. All right, I'm not doing that, man. I'm not going to come in. You said Friday? You're doing this on Friday?
Friday at 11.
Not coming in my day off so I can pull my pants down, let some strangers look at my ass cheeks, talking about somebody copied. I'm not doing that.
I don't want this to take a turn, Vaughn, because right now this is, if you're saying you're not coming in, then other actions will be taking place if you don't come in and follow the procedure that everybody's saying. Everybody else that I'm calling, they have to come in.
How many people work on that floor?
There's at least 80 plus people on that floor.
You talking about trying to have 80 plus people come in, drive all the way to work, so some strangers we don't even know can look at our cheeks, and I'm not going to do that. I don't know who did it, but I know they ain't me.
Well, somebody Xeroxed their butt on the 12th floor, and we're going to get to the bottom of who did it. And what you're not going to do, Vaughn, is tell me you're not coming in. What you're not going to do you like your job here with this company?
Okay, what you're not going to do is act like you're going to fire me because I'm not going to show y'all my sweet goodies just because you from HR. You got me fooled if you actually expect me to think that everybody that works on this floor is over here like, oh, yeah, sure, I'll let some strangers look at my crack. You must be playing. No, sir, not with me.
Okay. Well, let me ask you this. Do you have a coworker named Andre?
Andre, yes.
Okay. And Andre says he knows you. Now, I'm just going to put it out here. Andre is stating that it could have possibly been you.
Really? Andre got the nerve to say it could have been me? Man, Andre. Why did he try to single me out? Like I even use that damn copier. I don't around there playing games. I'm a grown man, he must be out of his mind thinking he gonna say I did it.
All I know is he stated that you were a possibility. That's what he stated.
He said I was a possibility. That's dumb. He ain't have absolutely no reason to think. I don't even use that copier, man. I use that thing like once every 2-3 weeks.
Okay.
Everybody on that floor.
Okay, so out of once every 2-3 weeks, is there a possibility maybe you propped your butt up there and copied it?
Not at all. Y'all ain't even told me when this happened. I probably wasn't even working when the booty cheeks got scammed. You must be out your mind. You can waste everybody else's time trying to bring everyone in to get a free strip show, but you're not going to do that to me. This has to be unethical and illegal on so many levels. You're trying to come in and say everybody on the entire floor has to come show their cheeks? Man, you must be kidding me. What's your name? Whole time you trying to call me saying this is HR. What's your name? Because when
I'm Darius out of Human Resources. I told you that when I first called you.
Well, Darius. When I do come into work, you the first I want to see.
Let me ask you this, Vaughn. Do you know Leslie?
Leslie, I know that better not even say my name.
So you do know Leslie?
Yes, I know Leslie. She works there with me. So you trying to tell me that Leslie said this too?
Do you want to know what Leslie said?
Yes, I would like to know what Leslie said. So when I cuss her out, I get it right.
Okay. Leslie told me to tell you that this is nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show, and you just got pranked by your coworker Leslie and Andre.
Oh man.
Leslie and Andre got me to prank phone call you, man.
Dude, I was pissed. Yeah, your uncle is right, bro. Somebody is gonna whoop your ass. And I bet it's this year. 2019 is your year.
All right, Vaughn. Tell me this, man. What is the baddest, and I mean the baddest, radio show in the land?
The Steve Harvey Morning Show. Somebody is definitely gonna whoop y'all.
Huh? There it is. Butt man. Huh? Y'all ain't never had nobody take pictures of their butt on their job?
Man.
Huh?
Hey, Tommy.
Come on.
No.
Huh?
Tommy.
Huh?
Man, you the greatest.
Come on, Uncle. I don't hear enough now.
No, man, you are, man. I ain't never seen nothing like it.
Wait a minute. I need you to get a little further off in there.
No, man, I mean, man, wow.
Man? Yeah.
How do you do it?
Come on, Uncle. I'm the greatest.
How do you do that, man?
First of all, Uncle, I make a phone call to a complete stranger.
You're more talented than your uncle.
Hey, I've been saying that. That's what the hell I've been saying. See, right now, I'm finally glad you seeing it. Because I've been saying that. Matter of fact, I told everybody last weekend, I'm funnier than him. I'm more talented than him. I told him, he can't do pranks like this.
Wow, I'm so proud of you.
They were at 15, 17, and 18. Damn it, you know where I was.
All right. Thank you, Junior. Thank you. We love when you do Tommy, of course. Up next, it is my strawberry letter subject. I gave her life, but she cannot have my man. Right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Steve, so we want to send a shout out to DMX. DMX was released from prison on Friday after serving a 1-year sentence for tax evasion. Picture circulated of him and his young son having breakfast. He looks good, and
That's
hey,
great,
we wish
man.
him well.
Congratulations, DMX. Come on out and go to work, man. Just go on out. Just come on, get back to work.
That's right.
That's all you did. I didn't even know it was in, really.
All right, time now for today's Strawberry Letter. If you need advice on relationships, on sex, on work, on dating, on parenting, and more, please submit your Strawberry Letter to Steve Harvey FM and click Submit Strawberry Letter, okay? We could be reading your letter live on the air, just like we're going to read this one, right, Junior?
Absolutely, ladies and gentlemen, it is time. It's time for the Strawberry Letter with my friend, Shirley Strawberry.
Thank you, sir. Subject, I gave her life, but she can't have my man. Dear Steve and Shirley, I'm 46 years old, and last year I married a man that's 18 years younger than I am. We met at a gym, and the initial sexual attraction between us was magnetic. But I had doubts about him because of our age difference, and it wasn't long before we started having hot, passionate sex and fell deeply in love. He went above and beyond to let me know that this was more than just sex. It was real. I introduced him to my family, and my daughter was not happy because he is only 2 years older than she is. When we told my daughter we were getting married, she lost it and threatened to move out, but she didn't. Over time, my husband and daughter worked out their differences and started getting along better, but I did not expect what would happen next. Only 9 months after our wedding, I found out that my husband and my daughter were fooling around, and the proof was all on videotape. See, we had to have extensive plumbing work done in our basement, and we have a lot of valuables stored down there. So I installed a camera to keep an eye on the plumbers. I decided to view the videotape one evening to be sure the plumbers were working and not stealing. Instead, what I saw on that tape shook me to the core. My husband and my 26-year-old daughter were sharing a level of ecstasy that we have yet to explore. I haven't confronted either of them yet, but I don't know how. Maybe the signs were there all along, and I just didn't see them. I can't believe my daughter would do this. I know my relationship with my daughter is over, but I'm hoping my marriage can withstand this. Do you think there is still hope for my marriage? Please advise. I don't even see how you can still call this a marriage. I really don't. I mean, they've gone, against all the marriage vows and what's sacred and all of that. I mean, come on, your husband is sleeping with your daughter in your house, and it's on tape. I mean, just to start it off, this thing, 18 years is really a wide age gap. It really is. And you probably, look really good. You're only 46 years old. You're at the gym, so your body's probably tight and everything. And I can see how you can be attractive to a younger man and how a younger man can be attracted to you. But, you have this daughter, and then, their ages are closer together, and that there's probably some chemistry there as well. This is so disrespectful on so many levels. It seems like maybe she's doing it to get back at you because she was mad at you in the first place for marrying him so young, only 2 years older than him, for doing all these things, and maybe it turned into something. You're saying that your relationship with your daughter is all but over, and you're hoping that your marriage can still be intact. I don't understand how it could be. I mean, do you really know what's going on here? Your man, your husband, the man you took vows with, is sleeping with your daughter. How is that going to work? How are you guys going to come back from something like that? I don't see it, and I think you need to take a good hard look at this situation. You don't know how to approach them. You just have to let them know that tell your husband he's got to go, and have a long, serious talk with your daughter, who broke the girlfriend code, the mother-daughter code, all the codes by sleeping with your husband. This is just wrong on so many levels. Steve?
46 years old. Married a man 18 years younger. You 46, he 28. You 46, he 28. We met at the gym. Tension between y'all, initial sexual attraction between y'all immediately. It wasn't long before y'all started having hot, passionate sex.
Excuse me? What'd you say?
Hot, passionate sex.
So I thought you said.
And fell deeply in love. He went above and beyond to let me know there's more than just sex. It was real. So you introduced him to your family. Your daughter wasn't happy because he's only 2 years older than she is. When we told my daughter you was getting married, she lost it. Threatened to move out. There are differences. But when y'all worked out their differences and started getting along better. Here's what happened. Your daughter tripped. You married him. I can't believe you married this young dude. So you know how they worked it out? He said, baby, you don't know what I do for your mama. I promise you this line got said somewhere. See, you mad at me for how young I am, but you don't know how I make your mama feel. Well, how do you make her feel? Well, see right there. Don't knock it till you try. I'm telling you what got said. Something along these lines. Because first it was tension. I want my mama to be hurt. I don't want to hurt your mama. I love your mama. Me and your mama, we do things, we feel some kind of way. What you done did to my mama got her all over in love with you. Because I love grown. She went, huh? She 46. I love like I'm 50. I'm bringing 50. I might be 28, but I'm bringing it like I'm 50. I know some things. Curiosity killed the cat. The daughter got in curious. Well, they started working out their differences and started getting along better. I bet they did, because they were down in that damn basement. Because 9 months after your wedding, you find out your husband and daughter's fooling around, and the proof is on videotape.
Wow.
We had to have extensive plumbing done in our basement. There was a whole lot of plumbing going on in your basement. The plumbers was down there, and some plumbing was down there.
Woo!
You thought you was keeping your eye on the plumbers. Well, the Roto-Rooter man was down there, too. I'll be back with what all happened.
That's right. We'll have part 2 of Steve's response coming up at 23 after the hour. Today's letter, I gave her life, but she can't have my man. Right after
this.
Go
to Steve Harvey saying this soul, y'all. Hurry up.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Let's recap today's Strawberry Letter, Steve. Subject, I gave her life, but she can't have my man.
Lady met this boy at the gym. She 46, they 28. They got married. They fell in love, started having hot, heavy sex. Now they got married. The daughter didn't like it, complained about it. She told him she was going to get married. They finally worked out their differences. They getting along better. 9 months later, there's some work being done in the basement. Some plumbing is being needed to be done down in the basement. Okay, some plumbing. Mm-hmm. So she put up cameras to make sure the plumbers wasn't stealing. What she didn't know was that her daughter and her husband was down there doing some other type of plumbing. Pipe work. Pipe fitting.
Drilling.
Roto-Rooter drilling. Plunging. Just all kinds of stuff. Now here was the problem though. They was fooling around. The proof is on videotape. Had some work being done in the basement, so you install cameras. You decide to view the videotape. Plumbers was working and wasn't stealing. What you saw on tape shipped you to your coat. Your husband and your 26-year-old daughter was sharing a level of ecstasy that we have yet to explore. That means they was in there doing things you ain't seen before. We didn't explore this right here. Oh, no. But they did, though. See, that youth got tricks to it. They more exploratory. See, you 46, you already know what you like and don't like. She don't. They down there clowning. All up on the furnace.
On the furnace?
Yeah, she got her back up against the hot water heater.
Yeah, that's hot.
He got both his toes on a pole with water coming down.
In the basement.
Yeah, they in there sliding across that concrete floor. I mean, just slide.
Whoa.
That old refrigerator.
Yeah, they in there with that washing machine with that ring on it. Her hair done got caught in it. Oh, they down there clowning. You were all this holly. Here's the crazy part.
What, Steve?
I haven't confronted either one of them yet because I don't know how. Maybe the signs were there all along and I just didn't see them. I can't believe my daughter would do this. I know you can't. Your daughter trifling, but your husband too though. All these women out here. All these women out here. Why is his ass
right
with your daughter? I don't understand. That's kind of crazy. But I'm hoping my marriage can withstand this. Do you think there's still, I know my relationship with my daughter is over, but I'm hoping my marriage can withstand this. Do you think there's still hope for my marriage? Absolutely not. I don't see how it could be. Do you understand? If you say you know your relationship with your daughter is over, this is your child, your relationship with her is over because of your damn husband. Whoever pursued who, they both went along for it. So, let's look here. You done lost your relationship with your daughter. and you trying to hang on to the relationship with the man, but you ain't gonna have no relationship with your child anymore. Is that crazy to me? Shirley said it best. I don't see how. And another thing, the video's still out there.
Yeah.
How you gonna have a relationship? What y'all gonna do on Friday night? Y'all gonna get popcorn and watch the tape? Girl. Roberto, I've got to watch this tape. What was y'all down there doing? Get some popcorn. Oh, I can't do that. I can't do that. She more flexible than me. I can't. See right there. It's trifling, man. I feel bad for you, man. But now your relationship, if your relationship with your daughter over, then your relationship with him got to be over. He cost you your relationship with your daughter.
Got to be.
It don't make no sense. All right, I don't understand, man.
How could he do that?
All right, let's do a reenactment then.
Okay.
Yes.
Real short one.
Begging for one. Come on, Jay.
And
right.
we in the basement?
Yeah, we in the basement. No, you done just saw the tape and you done confronted me.
I'm the wife.
Yeah, you the wife. Go ahead.
Roberto.
Yeah, baby.
I was just upstairs, and I put a camera down in the basement to watch.
You put a camera down where?
In the basement.
To watch who?
The plumbers. They were doing work down there, but I saw some stuff that do you want to tell me something? You got something to tell me?
Oh wait, you put a camera where?
No. Don't worry about where the camera is. I need to know, don't you have something to tell me? Let's get to that part.
I ain't got nothing to tell you.
Yeah,
what
you
I'm
got a lot
you?
to tell me. Yeah,
I
you got a
don't
lot
even
to
go
tell
in
me.
the
Don't worry
damn
about where the
basement.
cameras were. Don't you have something to tell me?
No, what I want to tell you what?
Why your voice getting high? Why is your voice getting high? Ain't nobody's voice high but yours. Why?
Because I don't know what you're talking about.
Why don't you know what I'm talking about? Very simple. Camera in the basement saw you. I want to know if you got something to tell me.
Camera saw me. You saw me where?
In the basement.
When?
Why was you all up on the foot tour with my daughter? What is that about?
Oh, wow.
What?
What? Now your hearing gone? Your voice high?
Foot tub?
The foot tub, yeah. All in the dirty clothes hamper. What is all that? What was that?
What?
You and my daughter all on them old tires. What was y'all doing? I saw you. It's all on film.
Oh, you talking about when she was down there with them plumbers?
No,
that wasn't me.
The plumbers was gone. The drilling was being done by you, partner.
Oh, no. Oh, baby. You ain't seen me down in that damn basement.
Don't baby me now. Don't baby me now. I know what I saw.
I don't know what you want me to tell you. Baby, whatever. I ain't down there. That ain't what I do.
So I'm lying? I didn't see what I saw?
Hell yeah, you lying. What did you saw?
I saw you and my daughter in the basement doing it.
Ooh.
And I'm not talking about laundry.
Doing what?
And I'm not talking about laundry. Laundry.
Man. I ain't got no time for this here.
You don't have time for
crazy. Man, I ain't got no time. Somebody talking about saw me in some damn basement. Anybody seen me in no damn basement?
Look at the video. Look at this video right here. Look at that. Who is that?
Uh-oh.
I don't know. It look like one of the plumbers.
Write it out.
All right, guys, we got to get out of here. Thank you very much. Hit us up on Instagram at Steve Harvey FM with your thoughts on today's Strawberry Letter. Now, coming up in 10 minutes, Jay is back with more of his craziness. All right, more foolishness coming up. When you've had too much of a good thing, it's time to put it down. That is the subject. Yeah. All right, that's coming up next, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Steve, Jay and Junior are here with some pointers for people, okay?
Oh, okay.
So no matter what you're into, whether it's drinking alcohol or smoking legally now, this is how you know when you've had enough and it's time to what? Put it down. Yeah.
It's time to put it down.
All right, Jay, go ahead.
Okay. When you got your light on your phone, your light is on your phone, and you're looking for your phone. It's time to put it down.
Yeah. Yeah, that's absolutely true. It's in your hand.
Junior, you got one?
Yeah, and all mine is real. I don't care if he is listening this morning, but this is what he gonna stop. Look here. If you steady drinking OE. But every time you hear a police siren, you grab me, put the OE down. You don't need to drink this no more. I'm tired of tearing my clothes up every time police go by. I'm not finna sit here and do this with your Uncle Jay. He know who he is. No, every time a car going, no, put it down.
Okay, all right. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. You throwing out a turkey to make Thanksgiving dinner, and it ain't even Thanksgiving. It's time to put it down. It is time.
What? It's just Tuesday?
Throwing out a turkey to make
It's just Tuesday.
Yeah. It's just Tuesday. He got another. He got another. If you say what or in the conversation more than 5 times,
what?
It's time to put it down.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, you're right.
What about what?
What? What? Huh? I got one. Here we go.
I'm good.
Here you go. How about this, Steve? If you like what you smoking on both ends, it's time to put it down, man.
You light it on both ends.
Yeah.
Cool. You got one up?
No.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Hey, let me tell you something. If I come over your house and I walk upstairs and you playing PlayStation and you got the headphones on, dog, whatever you is, you doing, it's time to put that down. You 50, dog.
All right.
Who the hell is you talking to with headsets on? With a PlayStation controller in your hand? The hell is you smoking?
I got one for you.
Down.
I told you he was going to get in.
I've been in. Now I know what you're
Don't
talking
get in.
about.
Get in.
This happened with a friend of mine. If you driving and we done sat at this light and it done changed green 3 times, and we still there, but staring at the windshield. You get time for you to put it down, dog.
It's time to put it down. I got one. All right, you decide to bake a cake, and you waiting for the cake to be done. You got all the ingredients in the pan, but what you did was you stuck it in the dishwasher, and you waiting. It's time to put it down.
Time to put it down.
The oven's over there.
You don't need no more. Yeah.
I got one. If you done got hungry and you done decided you want some pinto beans and you soaking them and you just get a spoon and sit down and start eating them while they soaking. Hey, dog.
It's time.
Time to put that down.
You got to quit smoking.
You just
got to.
raw pinto.
You
Go
got
ahead,
to.
Junior. Go ahead.
Let me tell you something, dog. Dog, I'm gonna tell you something right now. If you come out the bathroom and your bath towel don't make it to the other side, and you come out talking about, hey, somebody called me. Hey, man, it's time to put it down. Your stomach don't need to be that damn big.
Okay.
We can't see this.
It's time. All right. You get to work. You get to work. You have to go to the restroom and you find out you got on 3 pair of underwear. It's time.
What happened there?
I don't know. But you got 3 pair of drawers on. No. But you told somebody this information.
I got one for you.
Okay. I knew Steve wasn't going to be able to stay out.
If you live in Chicago
Yes.
and it's 1 below 0,
Ooh, that's cold. Yes.
and you standing outside with the cigarette smokers and all them is smoking a cigarette, but you smoking your own, you doing weed instead of a cigarette, you got to quit
that.
now,
Yeah,
dog.
yeah.
Time to put that down.
Yeah, it's time.
Yeah.
It's time.
Yeah. I tell you what. If every time I'm sitting alone with you and you say, you hear that? hey, I can't watch the game and figure out what the hell your ass listening to. You scared the hell.
The horrible.
Now, I got to be paranoid with you.
With you. Oh, you hear that?
All right. You get hungry. You say you hungry, and you come back out the kitchen, and you eating macaroni straight out the box. Straight out the box.
Right.
It goes with those pinto beans from earlier.
If you done pop some popcorn in the microwave.
Yeah, yeah, that's good.
Open it up hot. Ate all the popcorn.
Yeah.
And you now trying to down them kernels that's left.
hard-ass kernels.
Them unpopped seeds. You just over there dealing with it.
Wow.
You too much.
Yeah, that's way.
That's way too much.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm tell you this right now. I'm sick of my uncle because he keep doing this. But I'm telling you, you got to put this down. If I come over there and I see you in the front yard, and you and your pit bull the same weight, both y'all 125. dog, you got to put this down. You and your dog ain't scared nobody. Cut all these hard poses out, because ain't nobody scared.
Yeah.
Your dog leading you.
All right. If you stand in the middle of your room and you looking at a light bulb and you say, the sun is bright today.
Time for you to put that down.
Ooh, it's time.
It's time to put it down.
All right, thank you guys. That was good. Time to put it down. All right, coming up at the top of the hour, the guys are going to talk about the Super Bowl and what Tom Brady has to say when asked if he plans to retire after the Super Bowl. Right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Well, guys, apparently Super Bowl 53 won't be the last we see of Tom Brady, okay? Brady reportedly told ESPN's Jeff Darlington during an interview that there is zero chance that Sunday's title match against the Rams in Atlanta will be his final game, all right? Next season would mark the 20th of Brady's career. Brady is 41 years old, okay? He has led New England to the Super Bowl each of the past 3 seasons. So congratulations. Yeah, congratulations
Yeah, well, when
to
you
him.
get protected like he gets protected, by the refs and all that other stuff. Yeah,
And the offensive line.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't getting hit either way.
At all, right?
Yeah, he gonna play another season. I don't like Tom Brady. Is it obvious?
Why?
Yeah. I don't like the Patriots.
Oh, okay.
I like him though. I don't
Yeah,
like the Patriots.
he's a greatness. All right, meanwhile, in Los Angeles, the new LA Stadium at Hollywood Park was showcased to the public for the first time yesterday. That was Sunday. During the Los Angeles Rams pep rally before they left town, headed to Atlanta. The new Inglewood venue is scheduled to serve as the Rams and Chargers home field in 2020.
Inglewood.
Yeah, Inglewood. Tom Brady and the New England Patriots have arrived in Atlanta, and so Jared Goff and the Los Angeles Rams, so have they. So it's time for them to get to work now. The teams will practice this week before squaring off in the Super Bowl. I said squatting off. Squaring off, sorry about that. Squaring off in the Super Bowl next Sunday in the NFL's main event, the big game.
It's big.
Mm-hmm.
It is really big.
Are you guys into it? Are you guys into it?
I put money on the Rams.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You know I'm into it. I'm having a party at the club, yes.
Oh, yeah. What about you?
Well, I hope the Rams win.
Uh-huh.
I just can't.
Steve,
I don't
good,
have no money on it because I can't bet against Belichick and Brady. I just can't.
Oh,
it's hard to.
Yeah.
Not in this one, man.
Why? Because they're so good?
Now, if the Saints had been in it like they were supposed to be, that'd be a different story.
A different matchup.
Oh, it's crazy. The two people that's in the Super Bowl ain't supposed to be there. And as a sports fan, I hate to say that, but the refs changed the outcome, and something has to be done.
Okay, well, I'm still not clear on that. Did the refs cheat? Are you saying that without saying it?
They cheat. They didn't do their job.
They blew major calls,
and it was because they didn't see it.
I don't know how. And it's impossible how they couldn't have seen it because it was the most blatant form of face guarding, pass interference, and helmet to helmet. You could have thrown the flag on any one of them. It would have given the ball to the Saints with 4 more downs and a first down. They could have ran the clock out. Game over. That was a ridiculous call. And then what they did when the Chiefs sacked Brady, didn't sack him, and they called that hitting him in the head, roughing the passer. Oh, my goodness, man.
And he wasn't even close.
No, he didn't even touch his head.
He didn't touch him.
Well, I look at it like this. The Saints have had enough parties. L.A. has not had a nice party, and now we're going to have one.
Yeah, I do want the Rams to win. I mean,
No,
I don't
at this
have
point, I'm rooting for the Rams because the Patriots have been the reason why the Houston Texans can't even get close.
Oh, this is personal for you, Junior.
That's why I
Okay.
have to go against
Yeah.
Brady. I can't stand Brady.
Uh-huh.
He has
And
been
you
the
live in
only
LA.
quarterback that I've ever heard my entire football career. Just watching Tom Brady. Enough.
Yeah.
Enough
already.
For 20 years, Shirley. I'm 40. He been doing this out 20.
Yeah.
I can't stand
That
it.
is a lot. Wow.
Every year.
So, okay.
Well, you know, that's the
And
same
he's
reason
not
people
leaving,
say they
he's
hate
not quitting.
LeBron. You know, like Steve was talking about his aunt that said that he hated LeBron because he win too much. So
Yeah,
it's probably
that's
the
crazy.
same thing with Brady. He win too
Well,
much.
They just want to see new people, new faces,
Dad,
new blood.
and he got all his hair.
Tom Brady.
He ain't got a receding hairline or nothing.
No,
He
that's the
cute.
other thing you
All
hate
his
about it,
suits
right.
fit right. I don't really
He's
understand.
handsome. His wife
Man.
is beautiful. Their
Nice
family
white
is
wife.
beautiful. Yeah.
God.
He's too much of a winner.
Oh, Jay.
Is that what you're saying?
Jay, all you had to do was say nice wife. That's all.
But
you had
nice
to say.
white wife. Yeah. Well, did I say something wrong? She's
You
nice
know
and she's
good.
white. What did what did I say?
No.
She's
Never
nice.
mind.
A nice white wife.
Hey, well, then I'm with Jay. Yeah, he got that too.
This is really personal with
Hitting
you,
my hair
Junior.
receding line back over here with my little girl and everything. I ain't got nothing he got going on.
Steve, you can jump in and say something about Baker Mayfield if you like right here.
For what?
Because they won, 8 games this season?
Hell yeah. I'm hosting the NFL Honors Saturday night
you
live on CBS. I'm going to write something about the Browns. You better
should.
get ready.
You
Is
should.
your whole thing gonna be about the Browns? Oh, you might even get to the whole none of that, huh?
He's so happy, though, about the Browns.
Overjoyed.
good
And
year
Baker
for the Browns.
Mayfield is up for Rookie of the Year, but Saquon Barkley might get it.
Have you ever met Baker
Uh-uh.
Mayfield? I love his name. You know I love his name.
Baker!
Baker
I like
Mayfield.
Baker Mayfield because he got 2 black names.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going to say. I might even say that.
Nobody gonna be mad.
That's Curtis Mayfield and Dusty Baker. That's
Oh, them
both
2 black people
black
right there.
dudes that I like. Dusty Baker and Curtis Mayfield, 2 of my favorite black dudes. And this white dude got the same black hair. You got to be my guy. I got to find a way to phrase it, though, for TV.
Yeah, I think you're going to be pretty excited to meet him, too, Steve.
You gotta get a picture with him, huh? You gonna have to.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah. I'll get a picture with him.
And he's a winner, man. He wins though.
Set up there and won 7 games.
Man,
Man,
he a winner.
thank you.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell y'all something else, man. That boy in Houston, Harden, James Harden
man.
in Houston,
Oh, basketball.
he balling, man. He balling. He on one.
Yeah, he's absolutely playing. Yeah.
One of the most incredible offensive displays I've seen in a long
That's the guy with the beard, right?
Yeah,
That used to
boy.
date Chloe.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's now I know who he is. He used to
That's
date
how you know him.
Khloe
Shirley.
Kardashian,
Not
right?
he's on a streak of 30 plus games.
No.
Points a game for 20 something.
How many
games.
points a
No,
game,
he's-
Junior?
30 points
he's
a game,
got a
like
beard,
25 games straight.
A
You don't.
beard, and he used to date Khloe Kardashian. What else do you need to know about him? I mean, come on.
Yes. Go
What?
ahead, don't worry about it. Shirley, don't even get in. Go ahead.
What?
No, she take
Yeah.
all the.
I'm like Jay. I'm like Jay. Did I say something wrong?
He used to date Chloe. That don't got nothing to do with what he doing.
Nothing at all.
I think so. That's
You're
how
2
we know
people
him.
back. No. You know who for that?
Oh my God.
That's how I remember him. Because he
Who?
used to date James Harden, right? That's his name?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
he's-
never even knew that. I never even knew that.
Yeah. Well, listen, while you guys figure that out, we'll have more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Cardi B announced on Instagram. Yeah, Cardi. What do you call her, Jay?
Cardi B.
Cardi B. Cardi B.
I probably shouldn't say this, but
What?
my sons
Uh-huh.
and their friends were sitting around watching the
Yeah, the video. Uh-huh.
video.
Twerk video. Mm-hmm.
And I was just disgusted. It was the greatest 4 minutes I've ever seen. I'm so sorry. I was trying to be a parent, but Lord, jeez.
Turn that off, boys. What are you watching?
Because let me tell you what, I kept going, who the tiger?
That was party.
I went, damn.
Yeah. Well, anyway.
Yeah, if this music thing don't work out for her, she can't go back to work, boy.
If this rap thing doesn't work out for her.
If this rap thing fold up.
Well, she announced via Instagram post, it is lit this year in Sin City at the Palms. It's lit this year in Sin City at the Palms. That confirms that she is an upcoming residency in Vegas at the Palms Casino, okay? Chaos set to be one of Las Vegas's new performance venues at the Palms Casino.
I know not to stay there. No.
That's funny. It's planning an April opening and a residency by Cardi B and others. The club is undergoing this is a big figure right here, $690 million upgrade with 2 pools, 39 cabanas, and a Greek-inspired oasis that will hold 5,000, count them, 5,000 people. So congratulations to Cardi B.
For you old players, lit is off the chain, okay? Y'all don't know.
Off the rails.
Wow.
Off the rail.
Hey, Cardi.
So, Steve, you won't be staying there, huh?
Oh, no. That ain't where you want to stay. Not when that crew come to town.
Well, she might bring her girls and reenact the twerk video.
No, I can't be right. I swear to God.
That video was,
It was like one of the best videos
I
you've
cried.
ever seen.
I was mad because they, you know, I'm old, so I don't like flashes.
Mm-hmm. You need to see it the whole time.
Yeah, they need to slow some of this down. Some of these performances they needed 30 seconds. All these quick flashes, I was aggravated. But they slick when they do them quick flashes because that make you watch it again.
Yeah.
It was nice.
No,
I
it was
threw
nice.
a handful of ones at my television set. It was unbelievable, man. It was nice. It was so nice.
Man, it was. I'm just proud of her. I love the artist she is.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
It's pure artistry. Yeah.
That's all I saw.
Mhm.
It was
Whatever
so
you want to
tight.
call it.
Uh-huh. Cardi B and the City Girls.
Cardi B.
Yeah.
Wow.
I know that one girl right there. She talks so Shirley, you'd have had a heart attack.
What?
You gonna get flued in. All y'all gonna get flued in. I said,
Shirley would have had a heart attack.
yeah, Shirley.
Shirley head would explode.
Yeah.
But she could twerk, though.
Oh, hell yeah.
She ain't
Can't
there for
talk.
Oh
talking.
my gosh.
We don't need you talking, girl.
Yo,
And my
you
son
can
said,
twerk.
Dad, that's the one that's painted up like a zero. Well, I guess, she flew in.
She flew in. That video was worth it.
Yeah, I haven't heard a guy yet, a man yet, complain about that video.
Nah,
Not a
nobody.
one.
Cardi B was.
I did, Shirley. I complained about it. But I
What?
stopped.
It wasn't.
It's
Yeah.
too fast. That's what he complained
Yeah.
about.
Yeah. After my 4th time watching it, I just quit complaining. I said,
It's just like the Erykah Badu window seat video. No man alive complained about that video. All right, we'll be back with more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Well, you know, guys, we all love commercials at the Super Bowl, and we will definitely be highlighting our favorite ones on the Monday after the big game. But guess who's the latest to announce his commercial during the Super Bowl? Just guess.
I don't know.
First, it was Chance the Rapper, then Cardi B and Lil Jon, and now 2 Chainz. That's right.
Chainz has got a commercial.
2 Chainz, is the latest artist to lend his star power to the Super Bowl. He is doing a commercial for Expensify. This is the 30-second version of the commercial. It's going to feature a new song called Expensify. Expensify This by 2 Chainz. The extended 4-minute version of the spot has tons of eye-popping stunts in it, and we can't wait. But we also cannot await, Mr. Harvey, sir, for your big announcement. Do you need a drum roll? You want a drum roll right here?
what announcement you talking about? Shit?
The big one,
You know the big one. Steve, I'm going to whisper it to you. Sand and soul.
Girl! Ladies and gentlemen, please prepare yourself for one of the great events. It's on sale now. I'm running a special. I'm calling it to We Just Got Back to Work from the Shutdown sale.
Oh, yes, I love it.
I've extended the $99 down payment to reserve your room at Sand and Soul. It has been extended. You can get your rooms for $99 down payment. Listen to me careful. Down payment. Ain't nobody said nothing about the room's gonna be $99. I said the damn down payment. No, Steve said no, he didn't. I've extended the down payment because of the shutdown. So I've extended all the way to the 15 more days that we may have to go back into the shutdown. But know this, Sand and Soul was a huge success. It was sold out, but we had 2 hotels. This time, everybody, we've expanded it. We are taking over completely the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino in Punta Cana, Dominican Republic, for 5 incredible days of nonstop fun. Mark your calendars now for October 10th through the 14th. That's Columbus Day weekend. Here's what some of the stuff you're going to be doing during your stay. It's all inclusive, everybody. Once you pay, all your food, all your alcohol, 24-hour room service is included. Jacuzzis and balconies in every room. 13 pools, 11 restaurants, 23 bars and lounges, unlimited resorts credits, and the largest casino in the Caribbean. I hit last time I was there. If that wasn't there, welcome to the paradise with Genuine is going to be performing live. We got Showtime at the Apollo. We got the Beauty Bar hosted by my girl Marjorie. Party by the Day Sea Cruise. Tears of Joy Comedy Show. Act Like a Cess Masterclass. Dougie Fresh. Cognac and Cigars. Casino Royal Party. Red Light District with Anthony Hamilton. You understand? Red attire suggested. Wow. And concert after party. Kid Capri. Y'all, come on. Y'all go down there. Go down to SteveHarveySandandSoul.com. SteveHarveySandandSoul.com. Or 1-800-684-2825. 1-800-684-2825. And tell them that Uncle Steve sent you.
All right, coming up next, the one and only Steve Harvey with his one and only closing remarks. Right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Steve, here we are. Last break of the day for this Monday. You have some closing remarks for us, sir. Enlighten us, please.
You know, I want to keep encouraging people this year. I want to keep making sure that I can encourage as many people as I can to develop the mindset to be successful. And the reason I'm going to stay on this path this year is because sometimes, man, you just need to be encouraged. Sometimes you need to hear from like-minded people so you don't feel like you're the only one thinking this way, or you the only one got some problems, or you the only one in the struggle, because you're not. If you're one of those many people out there that want to be happy or successful, you need to hear sometimes from people who are seeking the same things you are. And I promise you I am. I'm seeking happiness and success. Now, I want eternal life too. And that's the most important thing. And I've been learning what the balance really is. But I want to share something with you today. I was talking with the crew on one of the breaks. And we were talking about planning things. And this year, as you set your plans, a funny thing is going to happen as you go throughout 2019. A funny thing is going to happen with everything you have plans, hopes, aspirations, and dreams for. Everything that you have plans, hopes, aspirations, and dreams for, something is going to happen along the way. The thing that's going to happen is called life. Life is going to happen to anybody that has plans, dreams, hopes, and aspirations. And this thing called life that happens to everybody is going to pop up. And it ain't always going to be good stuff. Life has bad news in it. Life has peaks and life got valleys. And you must expect that. And one of the things I was learning was this girl on the set gives me scriptures every day. And she gave me this book. And every day it's got like a thought starter in it. kind of like daily bread or daily inspirations. And I was reading the other day, and it was talking about just this subject right here. Jay kind of reminded it to me on one of the breaks where we were talking about whenever you're planning your hopes, dreams, aspirations, and goals, expect this thing to happen called life. And what I was reading in the book is God wants us to understand something. Give up the illusion that you deserve a problem-free life. Man, do you know how important that is? Give up the illusion that you deserve a problem-free life. See, a part of all of us, even me included, I find myself guilty of this, a part of me is still hungering for the resolution of all my difficulties. But ain't that all of us though? We all want all of our difficulties resolved. But this is a false hope. Because God said a long time ago, he told all his disciples that in the world, you're going to have trouble. It's a part of it. We're in a troubled world. How do you think social media ain't going to ever come up and bite you? How you figure that? When there's so many haters out there. But you've got to just give up the illusion that you deserve a problem-free life. And that part of you that's still hungering for the resolution of all your difficulties, this is just false hope. You're wasting your time. Stop asking God to remove your problems and ask God for the strength to deal and cope with your problems. Don't ask God to solve your problems. Ask God to get you through your problems, because that's what you need. You need the wherewithal to get through your problems. You need the strength to endure. You need the ability to overcome situations. You don't need them all to go away. That's false. That's a false sense of hope. That's an illusion that you're going to go through this life and skip through this thing called life and make all your plans, dreams, and hopes and aspirations come true just because you want it to, and ain't nothing supposed to happen to you. That's crazy. You can't live like that. Life won't allow it. All of us is going to feel pain. All of us is going to feel disappointment. We all going to feel sadness sometimes. We all going to lose somebody we care about. It may not even be in death. It's just some friends we thought was our friends. We find out they really ain't our friends. That's a loss, man. That's a tough shot. Because you be going, man, this was my dude. And you find out they ain't. But listen to me. Keep God close to you. Talk and pray. Don't forget to pray. Don't be ashamed to pray. And don't ever be too proud to pray. Because prayer changes things. And I got news for you. Prayer changed people too. If you talk more to God in 2019, you ain't got to tell nobody. Just talk with him, okay? Those are my closing remarks.
Yep.
Have a great weekend.
That's it.
Feel pretty good. Super Bowl weekend coming up.
Woo!
NFL Honors on CBS. Your boys hosting it live. Check me out.
All right.
Have a great weekend. I'm out. Peace.
For all Steve Harvey contests, no purchase necessary, void where prohibited. Participants must be legal U.S. residents at least 18 years old unless otherwise stated. For complete contest rules, visit steveharveyfm.com.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.